was a really good song to start the album. I think he really was trying to get into his bag. I don't know who the fuck you let you and Cole get robbed by. I don't know who took y'all money. That part was crazy.
Yo, no, who stole from them?
Realmatic Podcast.
All right, let's move on. So we got Boss with his album. I do not have the title. What was the title?
Is this nigga serious?
I forgot to put the title on here. That long ass title.
We only talk about
real shit
when we fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
We only talk about real shit when we're fucked up.
That's crazy. Man.
Boss, man, what do y'all think about this project, man?
Who going?
You know what? I'll go first.
Let's get it.
I will go first. I have grown to like Boss over the years.
Oh wow.
I have. Since Too High the Riot, I really don't think I've listened to last winter. But Too High the Riot was like a point and a staple in like I don't hate this. I kind of like Boss. Boss comes with a vibe, bro. Every project, it comes with kind of like a message, a kind of a story to some extent. Too High to Riot was cool. Milky Way, at first, I did not like Milky Way, right? That was his last project before this one. Milky Way, I love that John now. It's really a story of love and just intimacy and just a lot of things that make me feel like, okay, I like this. Now, when we get to, we only talk about real shit when we're fucked up. It's all over the place. But in a sense, I feel like that's the reason. It's supposed to be that way. Because I think you're supposed to be thinking of this almost as if you're either drunk or you're really, really high and you're thinking about really fucked up shit in your life and you want to talk about that. And this is like how I listened to it was thinking of like everyone's sitting in a room in a smoke session and everybody's in their own little bubble. And any of the other features that are on this project are other people who are in the room wanting to talk about problems that they've gone through. I like it. It's good. I think it's a good direction. Yo, Boss was out here picking the beats though. I'm not even gonna hold you. I like a lot of the beats on here for him. J. Cole and Boss, we might as well get the collab project. Stop playing with me.
That's how you feeling?
Let me get that. I'll take it. I wouldn't even be mad at it. Because you got 3 Cole features on here, bro.
You did.
Yeah.
You got 3 of them. We heard Passport Bros. I don't know if y'all listened to it before, but I heard that before the album came out when it was like a single. And I was like, okay, this is cool.
It was okay.
But the Home Alone? Cole was rapping his ass off on there, bro. I was real rocking with it. The Paper Cuts is dope. Choppa's Black Jedi. It is a album that has a lot of different things that you can kind of get from it. And I feel like it takes a couple listens, in my opinion, to really get into a pocket with it. Because Boss, like I said, is always a vibe. Yo, who called A$AP Ferg to be on that slow ass beat?
Damn.
Like, I could have went the rest of my life without having another A$AP Ferg verse on something. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know why he called Ferg for that, but continue. Y'all got it.
That's crazy.
Somebody else go.
What you think about tomorrow?
I think, in my opinion, I think it was a Light of My Soul was a really good song to start the album. I think he really was trying to get into his bag. I don't know who the fuck you let you and Cole get robbed by. I don't know who took y'all money. That part was crazy.
Yo, no, who stole from them?
Who
robbed Cole?
I was like, Rob Cole.
Who stole?
I was upset. I was so upset. But I think it was like it really set the tone. I mean, the one thing I do agree about it's all over the place. This man really was trying to get into his Afrobeats bag and he didn't tell nobody. And this man really was pushing that with a lot of those tracks. And it's like, I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely not what I wanted from you specifically. But I guess that sets the tone of the album. The album is really trying to create a different level of vibe. Every song really fits that narrative. Like it's gonna give you something, but it's just like cohesiveness to me was a strange part. Or even like the beat switch on Black Jedi, which I thought was really interesting. I was fucking with that for the most part. Testify what was a good song. All the tracks with J. Cole, to me, weren't bad, but definitely a little underwhelming. I thought they were gonna be like rapping us to death on this shit with all them damn features. But I mean, hey, I can go with it. I mean, like, it's not a bad album. I just kind of, like I said, with Boss, it's like you're just taking what you see and really trying to figure out how it works for you at this point. So
I feel like when I think about Boss, right, I think my biggest critique against him was his voice. I think he lacks the vocal presence of a lot of these rappers. And I think that his lyricism wasn't that deep. It never was for me. So those are the two things that I've always held against him. I think that with that in mind, I've always put him as like a average rapper. And I know people are gonna be like, damn, why are you calling him average? I mean, he technically is. When you compare him to all the rappers, good and bad, he's right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. This project was good. I hear what you guys are saying about the cohesiveness. I think that it transitioned pretty well for me for most of these songs, but I do think that the runtime was too long. I think there were certain moments where it's like, okay, the song is over. We don't need to hear the beat no more. Like, you can go ahead and move on to the next song, like dead ass. But I think that production wise, really good beats. Black Jedi, not even just the production, the way it was mixed and mastered was very good. I think they did a great job with his voice because he sounded really good on these songs, man. He really did. It was never a moment where I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? It was like, yo, this shit right, that shit right. I hear you on the ASAP Ferg one. I wasn't mad at that, bro.
I was just like,
ASAP
this is
Ferg
too
didn't
slow of
do
a beat for Ferg, bro.
he
I
didn't
don't need
overdo it
Ferg.
to me. He didn't overdo it.
damn.
I just didn't
He didn't
need
overdo
Ferg.
it. So I do like, the transitions and everything, but my critique with Boss is still the same. Lyrically, he is not complex at all, and it
Not at
fucks
all.
me up because I'd be expecting him to do something with that shit. Like this whole runtime, I'm expecting him to like give me some witty bars, tell me something about your life. You get a little bit of that on the song Cartoon. He's talking about his homeland, his ties to the Middle East. You get a little bit of that with Risk. He's talking about how he felt, he was pretty much going into the industry, leaving his mom and everything like that. That's cool. But as a rapper, Boss don't really give me much. He don't really talk his shit like he's supposed to. I felt like throughout this project, it was almost like he was holding back. It's like he didn't want to tell us everything because maybe he has a certain story that he really wants to get off. Maybe when he gets like this major deal or this huge project, that's when he'll finally tell his story. But a lot of these songs were just songs. They were just there. Yeah. They were just vibes. They were just, let me, rhyme a little bit. Like even with Passport Bros, what is the purpose of that song?
I will say Passport Bros does not fit in the flow of this. I kind of
like
felt like, oh, this again? Okay.
Based off the title,
yeah.
What's the purpose of that song? You don't really have a purpose for that song. You're just putting it in there just to
say I got another Cole feature.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the Cole feature. Don't abuse Cole, man. Like, we get it, you're on Dreamville, and that's dope that you had that relationship with Cole, but don't abuse him where you're having him on 3 different songs. Now we're sitting here saying, it was all right. It's because we heard it too much. We heard Cole's voice too much. We don't need to hear his voice that fucking much, bro. I don't think that we needed this many songs either. And another critique is he ain't rapping with the best of them. Where the people at? Where the spitters at? Besides Cole, who do you have where it's like, okay, Boss is really spitting. He ain't doing that. So I'm starting to realize who Boss is as a rapper. He's not really a lyrical genius. He's not going to be thought-provoking. He's not going to be introspective. He's just kind of a vibe catcher. Dang. Yeah, bro. He's just a vibe catcher. He's just a quick gem. Just want to give you a couple songs here and there. That's the kind of rapper that he is. And I think he can elevate to that guy, but he has not shown it on this project. And I'm a little disappointed, but I do like it though overall. So there, that's what we give it, man.
Okay. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, what are y'all giving it? And
I'm
like
giving it 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Got 6.
Okay. I was gonna give it a 7. I can see myself wanting to go back to this, and Boss projects, they grow on me over time. Like I said, Milky Way was not my project in the beginning, but it came back, and I was like, dang, this song was good. I love
He didn't
this.
have no bars for real though, y'all.
It's a
He did.
He didn't
feeling,
have no
bro.
bars for real,
It's a
bro.
feeling, bro. It's something that
I
I
was
just
waiting
like,
on some bars, bro.
especially with that title. I can understand. You're like, dang, I'm expecting some stuff. Passport Bros, it's not a terrible song. It just did not fit in the makeup of this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it didn't.
what it is.
But yeah, let's boss, y'all.
Bossy.
Realmatic Podcast.